What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, YouTube? It's your boy GRAJSMO. Today, we're gonna take a look at one of the lenses that I think is gonna be awesome for vlogging, for new vloggers. If you have the Canon APS-C system, or even if you have the Canon, R system and you have the R adapters, you're gonna want to take a look at this bad boy. Bow! This is the Canon 10 to 18mm EFS image stabilized lens. How do you guys like this new look? I'm trying something out with the lights, and it's a little bit more moody. It's a little bit more intimate. Into me, I see. If you know what that line is from, drop it down in the comments below. One of my favorite actors. I'm not gonna, spill the beans, but if you know who it's from, drop it in the comments below. So, I'm not too sure if I did a review on this lens back when I rented it from LensRental, link in the description. Go ahead and check them out. If you're looking for some gear to do a specific project, LensRental is a place to go. I rented the 10 to 18 a while back, and it was cool. I liked it. I liked it for the 4K, especially on my SL3, because the SL3 crops in. There's a lot of Canon cameras that offer 4K that have a crop. The one camera that I do want, the Canon 90D, doesn't have an additional crop. So it just has the regular like 1.6 crop, and there's no additional crop on top of it. So yeah, the 90D, man, it's got 120 frames at 1080, with no additional crop in 4K. Sounds like it's a winner. But I digress. This lens, outside of my 50mm 1.8, might be one of the best lenses that I've used on my camera. The wide angle, like I said, cropping in on 10mm, so you got your APS-C crop and you've got your 4K crop, right? So a lot of times it just zooms right in on you, and you guys seen a lot of my truck videos. It's kind of up close and personal, kind of like this video, but this video is actually shot on the 50mm. I got my camera way across the room, but with the 10mm, I can actually have this a lot closer, and then put a crop on it. I'll probably show you guys some little b-roll footage here and there. I did like a little bit of a vlog test. I was on my lunch break, and I was in an apartment complex, so I figured I would just go ahead and try some things out, walk around the truck. I had the FIFINE Lavalier mic on, so that I could go ahead and try to get better audio than what comes out of the camera, but not be tethered to the camera, if that makes any sense. My only problem with the 50mm is the range. The 1.8 is great, blows out the background, just beautiful. It's beautiful, but at the same time, the 50, you really can't use it too close. It's great for taking pictures, of people, things that are a little bit further away from me. But if I wanted to get something that's up close, you gotta have a wide angle. This lens would have come in handy the first time that I rented the EOS R, the RP. I did have the 15 to 35 on the RP, and that was really wide. But that was a heavy. That thing was a beast. This guy is pretty light. This one's I don't know the grammage. I'll probably put the grammage right here. But this is a pretty light lens. So compared to the weight of the 15 to 35 on the RP or the R lens, and then the 10 to 18 on this EFS lens, if you're going to be a vlogger, you're going to want something that you can travel with. So I really haven't been focusing too much on trying out different cameras, but I had a little bit extra money. I decided I would go ahead and take the plunge. I got this right on Amazon. It's right around like $2 something, price right here, and it was worth it to me. If I were to say, if someone were to ask me what kind of lenses should they get if they wanted to start a YouTube channel, first off, the 50, and then the 10 to 18. And the reason why I say that, if you can get a decent mic, like I've got a nice little mic set up here, and then you can get maybe even a lavalier or a wireless mic, the Rode Wireless Go, or one of those other companies that make a wireless you know, lapel mic or something, just something like that, right? Something so you get better audio. This wide angle, great for vlogging, and this 50 is great for in the studio. Now, there are some other focal lengths, you know, that I like to play around with, but in the studio, most of this stuff is just talking head anyway, so I'm not, you know, doing anything crazy like jumping off of stuff. My videos are pretty much boring. I'm willing to accept that. Willing to accept the fact that, you know, my YouTube videos, what's the word, suck. For me, getting this information out to you guys, I think that at least from a mellow perspective, my content is somewhat, you know, informative. If you guys are getting value out of this, please hit that thumb up button. You know, it lets me know that you guys are watching, you like what you see, and I should keep making it. So please give a thumb up. So if you're looking for a wide angle lens, now I'm not really big into photography. I've taken some, you know, pretty decent pictures, but they were all on the 50 or they were on a zoom lens. I like the whole city landscape. I like, you know, wide open spaces in nature. I like for my pictures to have a lot of the shallow depth of field. You know, like if I'm going to be taking a picture or a portrait, I really want to be able to get, you know, dial up that aperture, you know, or have a fast lens. And usually you can only get fast lenses on primes, but this lens only goes down to 4.5, which doesn't really offer a lot of shallow depth of field. But if you're taking, you know, really nice landscape pictures and you want to get the whole scene, this would be pretty good. Now, there is some barrel distortion. I mean, it's a wide angle lens. It was like 200 bucks. It's not, you know, some $800, you know, fancy high-end lens. As you can see, there is no red ring, so it's not, you know, Canon's L series. But if you are kind of in the same position that I am, you're not a professional, you kind of do this as a hobby, you know, you're still young in the camera game, you're still learning, you're still doing the things, this is a great addition, you know, to your collection. But with that being said, this is your boy GR8JSMO, and I'm out.